Hey guys, welcome back. It's Erica, and I have come to the end of my teaching week. That feels crazy to say that on Thursday at 10 o'clock, but although I've come to the end of my active teaching time, I still will have some more tasks that I'll be doing over the weekend. Any of you that teach online know that the work is not always done when the teaching is done. So one of those things is assigning homework. So for younger students, assigning homework is really easy. Now that I've been teaching on ClassIn for a little while, I've started to build up a really good library of different quizzes and tasks and things that I can share with them that are related to these lessons that I'm repeating with different students. So that is very easy to do. However, with my adult students, it's not necessarily a lot more work, but it's a different kind of work. It usually requires me to go and find some resources for them. But one resource that I find myself going back to again and again and again is YouTube, because most of the adults, actually pretty much all of the adults I'm meeting with, are pretty advanced. They're somewhere in that like B2, early C1 kind of stage. And so something that really benefits them would be listening practice. Some of them that are trying to refine their pronunciation. We're doing just a lot of refining, some maybe more specialized vocabulary building. And so YouTube is a place that I often send people. I had a student earlier this week that said he really struggled at times to understand his Scottish coworkers. Their accent was really different than what he was accustomed to. And so I was able to go on YouTube, and I think it was a channel on like Scottish like business development infrastructure, something like that. But there was all these different speakers from around Scotland on this channel, and they were talking about different things and using a lot of vocabulary that I thought would be really interesting and useful to my students. So that was easy. However, I also have adult students from China, and if you understand anything about just the internet restrictions and the firewall that exists in China, YouTube is not something we can usually use. Many of our students from China are not going to have access, or it's going to be not very convenient for them to get access to some of these websites beyond the firewall. So now we come to Xiaohungshu. You probably saw that in the title of this video. So many of you, if you're online teachers, have either maybe heard about it or you're using it, and you've probably heard about it in the context of marketing. It's a great place to market yourself. You can make a profile. I have a profile on there. You'd be horribly disappointed. It's just a picture of me, maybe even in this shirt. Anyway, what I am using it for is to assign listening practice, the kind of videos that I would assign on YouTube. A little harder to find, but I found an excellent Canadian teacher today on there from Toronto, and she's making videos. It looks like they're kind of geared more towards, I'd say, maybe high school students, college students, basically older students. They're not like for children. We're not doing the letters of the alphabet or days of the week, which could be totally useful, but I wanted to find something that wouldn't, I don't want to say insult the intelligence, but that would just be age appropriate. It would be content appropriate and relevant to what my adult learners want and need to learn. So what I was able to do after class was to assign something. I'm actually connected to one of my students on WeChat. I love WeChat. It really makes it easy to share things. So I was able to go on Xiaohungshu, and I found Teacher Maggie, that's her name, I believe, Teacher Maggie's profile, and I was able to share her channel to my student on WeChat, which was awesome. I really like that. If you do business with people in China, you definitely need to be connected on WeChat. That's a really good thing. Hopefully, I will eventually be uploading content onto Xiaohungshu. I'd like to kind of like pay it forward and also do this, but Teacher Maggie, her channel is great. She has great content. She has Chinese subtitles, which I think can be really, really nice for adult learners. I know when I was kind of moving along with my Spanish, subtitled videos at certain learning points were very helpful to me. So anyway, this is how I'm using Xiaohungshu. I'm not marketing myself, but I am using it to assign listening practice and listening comprehension practice, pronunciation practice for my students. So tell me in the comments below, do you know what Xiaohungshu is? Are you using it? Have you thought about using it? And if so, are you using it in this way? Do you have students in China? Tell me your experience below. I'd love to hear from you, and tell me what you think of this idea of using Xiaohungshu to assign these types of homework assignments to our adult learners. So as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.